Hello and welcome to Last Stand for Liberty. My name is Aaron. My nickname is Aaron Gobra, so you may see me post online some things on the Facebook page under that name. A little bit about me. I am a former Marine infantry veteran. I served during the first Gulf War. My father was a Marine infantry veteran who served in Vietnam. My father-in-law was a Marine veteran. My grandfather was a naval veteran. All my uncles are veterans as well. So I come from a long line of people who have served this nation. So I'd say, you know, when I moved out to California, I was a person who was fairly liberal-minded, although, you know, I certainly always had some conservative values. And when I moved out to California, what I saw was, you know, a state that just continually wasted my money and always wanted more money. And so eventually I became disenfranchised with Democrats, period. Not that I ever voted for many of them, but you know, as I made this change, I kind of switched over and started voting more and more conservative. I ended up voting for Bush twice, and don't get it wrong, I'm not proud of that, but I also feel like my choices during those times were very limited as well. And some of those people that were running against him I just absolutely despised. And I also despised George Bush, so now it's come full circle. So after 8 years of Bush and being burnt twice, and I kind of fell into a state of becoming a recovering neocon, if you will. And so throughout that time, what happened was you know, when the 2008 elections came up, I knew for a fact that I was not voting for John McCain. I knew for a fact that I was not voting for Barack Obama. So I ended up voting for Bob Barr, and I just voted straight ticket libertarian that year. And then after that, I started to read more and more libertarian information. And some of the things I had certainly been onto for a long time. I was well aware of the banking cartel and fiat currency and the economics that has plagued this country, that has been a virus, if you will, on the health of this country. And then as I started to read more and more, I started to read Ron Paul, I started to read Rothbard, Ludwig von Mises. As I started to read all of these different libertarian philosophies, I slowly started to come around, and then I'd say, you know, after 2008, it was really rapid for me, as I've always been a person that was politically active, and I knew that the Republicans and the Democrats, regardless of what they promised, were not representing my needs. And so, you know, from that point on, I became a committed libertarian. And then, you know, I had to let go of some of those neocon ideals, and you know, and I had to, quite honestly, I just end my support for the military-industrial complex. And you know, as I started to look at the wars that that my family had been part of over the past 150 years, it became apparent to me that my grandfather was probably the only one that fought a war that was worth fighting. The rest of us were duped and were fighting wars that, quite honestly, were bullshit, that this country never should have been involved in. So that's a little bit about me, a little bit about my background. So let's talk a little bit about Last Stand for Liberty. We've got a Facebook account, we've got a Twitter account, and we'll also have a YouTube account as well. And so we'll set all these things up. I'll put links to them at the end of this, and if you could, go out and like our page and follow us on Twitter, and you know, become active in the community. Even if you are a Republican or if you are a Democrat, I think that we have some ideals in common with both platforms, and it's all about drawing people in and educating them in why we hold these libertarian beliefs. So that's a little bit about what our goal is. And now for the site itself, you know, we're committed to things like sound economics, ending the grip that the Federal Reserve has on this country, and really ending the two-party system, which is a complete fallacy. It's actually a one-party system. You know, Republicans are absolutely all the same. They vote the same, and they prove it time and time again. And if you want any evidence, just come to our site, and we'll be sure to help you out. So again, my name is Aaron Gobra. Thank you for watching our video, and we hope to post more content for you soon, and we hope you become involved and join our community. Thanks.